Hello, resellers. It's Rebecca the Reseller with another What Sold video. We are looking at the week of October 27th through November 2nd. This was actually a lighter week of sales, but you will see many boutique items are selling, which means I did very little work for all of these sales, which is awesome. And then I had a couple of high value sales. And then I had a really interesting one that was a bundle that I want to share with you at the end that I think is a good lesson when out thrifting. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is a scarf that sold for $8. The boutique ones, they show you the full price here, but it sold for $8. And I took lower on this than I actually really would like to, because this particular scarf style colorway hasn't been selling. I don't think I sold even one of them. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that one. I'm still making profit. I'm just not making as much profit as I would like on it, but that's okay. And it ended up working out well. I don't know if it was in this week or if it's in the following week, but this same woman then ended up coming back and buying 2 additional scarves for me, which was great. So I sold it low once, but then I was actually able to sell 2 additional scarves, which was fun. So I'm happy with that. Next one is just this wraparound belt. This sold for $12. Another belt in my boutique. This one sells all the time. It's just kind of a classic thing. And the thing is, there's many people that sell this belt. So if you are going to get into boutique, try not to, always look and see if other people are selling the thing, because you want to sell things like them to get that buyer that's interested in that item, but you want them to buy your item. And you just get into price wars when multiple people are selling it. Like, I'm not saying you can't sell something someone else is selling, but I try really hard not to. And I think a lot of people, they happen to follow what I do, but I think it's silly, because when there's more of them, that doesn't mean that they're going to buy from you. It just means they might buy from someone, but it's spread out over multiple people. So it's not really the best. These are so fun. This is a new addition to my boutique, and these were the first ones to sell. These are Grinch slippers. They are so soft. They are so cute. I actually bought like 4 or 5 different kinds. Yeah, so these are mine. These are mine. These are mine. I can tell by the title. And then I got one that was also, there's 4 styles. Santa, smile, happy face, gnome. Oh, and the Grinch. That's 4. Yeah, they're so cute, and they've been selling, so I'm really excited. These were, again, the end of October, so we're getting into the season. I hope people just everywhere are wearing them. They're so cute. So if you need any Christmas slippers or Christmas slipper gifts, go ahead and check out my closet. So those, I think, what did they sell for? 17, which is great. So I have them on my 2 for $30 sale, but they sold for 17, which is, more than the lowest that I wanted to take. So that's great. And they sell over and over again. Next up is the belt that sold for $9. Okay, and I'm sure you've seen that belt before. Here's another bundle. This was a great bundle. So it was 3 belts, and 1 necklace. And again, like I said before in other What Sold videos, the jewelry has been selling less and less these days. I'm okay with it. The belts still sell well, scarves still sell well, the cover-ups still sell well. I love adding things that I don't normally source. So the things that I source boutique are always complements to what my pre-owned stuff is, which is great, because then you get more sales overall. So this was a really good bundle, and it was 3 different belts and then 1 piece of jewelry. Oh, sorry. And that was, I don't know, it doesn't say here. I made $36 on that. They sold for a bundle of 60. That's amazing. That is good. Because again, the work has been done once. I've sold those belts multiple zillions of times. So you just make the profit over and over again. Here's another scarf bundle. So this was the 2 for $30 sale. Did it sell for 2 for $30? Yep, 2 for $30. So that's great. 2 scarves to that lady. That was good. Next was this Eileen Fisher long sleeve top. It sold for $30, which might have been a full price. No, it didn't sell for $30. It sold for $23. Sorry, it gets confusing because if it's multiple quantity, it stays up as the regular price. So it sold for $23, still really good, making, I don't remember what I paid for it, but making good profit on it because it was less than $10 for sure. So it's good. but I think I have no more of I had purple and blue. I have no more purple. They're all brand new with tags. I only have certain sizes left. I think I just have like medium and extra small, or maybe the medium sold out and I just have small and extra small. I'm not sure, but those have sold really good. This one, McDougal formal dress, sold for $110. This was the second time I sold this dress. It got sold, it got returned, and then it sold again, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Next was these Zara baggy crop tapered jeans. And so those sold for $25, which is a great price based on my buy cost for Zara items. Another belt sold for $9. Again, you can really see the trend of like so many boutique items sell. They really complement the pre-owned sales that I make. And if you want to know about how to sell boutique, I do have a course. That course is in my bundle. You can get all 4 of my courses, all of my digital downloads for just $20. It's called the Best Value Bundle. There's links in the description. But even if you don't want to buy my bundle, that's fine. But you should get my free reseller resource guide. That is free for everyone. You should always get that. It's got tons of jam-packed resources in there for you. $15 for this black belt, so that was a really good sale. That one has been pretty popular. This dress is so pretty. Size 2, but it's gorgeous. So this was another new with tags McDougal dress, like with all the beads and all the lace and all the tulle and all the fluff, and just gorgeous. These earrings have sold pretty well. I think I only have one left. Again, that boho southwestern kind of vibe with the turquoise and the copper and the brushed metal and like all those kinds of keywords do so good. This I've had for a long time. It is part of my boutique. It sold for $18. It's just this little, lingerie set. And while it's not a blockbuster seller in that it sells out super quick, I have had this for many years. This was one of the very first boutique items I purchased. But every time I sell it, I haven't done that work in years. And that's why I love it, because I made $27. Perfect. Although I didn't sell for $27. It must have been up for $27, sold for $18. Even still, I got it so cheap. Boutique items can be so cheap. This is another bundle of 3 different belts. So when you carry different kinds, it's great because then people can mix and match and get different kinds. And this one was 3 for $35. That's the special I run on those. So they bundle 3 items, they comment ready, and then I send them an offer for $35 with free shipping. And it's been working great. Next up is this bundle, and this was the one I wanted to highlight. So she actually put 4 items in her bundle. So I gave her the 3 for $35, and then I just added, I think it's like $12 to the price for the 4th item, but I gave her the same deal basically. But I wanted to highlight, so I had some jewelry sell, a belt sell, big deal. This is the one I wanted to talk about. So this is just a tiny little canister, container, whatever, of whipped bath soap, Unicorn Dreams. I saw them at Goodwill. They wrap them up in bags, when they just kind of like make all the mishmash things and they shove it in a bag and give it one price, but they had bags and bags and bags and bags. And whenever you see something at Goodwill that is in multiple and it's new, you really should stop and take a look and see if this is something you can make work. So I looked it up. I found stock photos. I found the brand. They must have just gone out of business or whatever. They have a whole line of all this cutesy little blah, blah, whatever. And so there were 200 of them at my Goodwill. And they were like 70 cents a piece or something like that when I worked it all out. And so I bought them all. I threw them all in my cart. The first thing I did was I approached my Goodwill manager to try to get a deal, because in the past, I have been able to negotiate many multiple quantity discounts at Goodwill. I bought bras when I saw them all. They were all new with tags. The brand had gone out of business. And I said, I'll buy them all. Can you give me, 20% off? Sure, no problem. Then there were these little like baby bibs, spit up guard things that you would put on the baby, like the baby bandanas. And they had a whole bin full. I bought all of them, like 100 of them or whatever. and I bought them all. I asked for a discount. I think they were up for $149, and I said, can I have them for 99 cents? And they said yes. That's like 30% off. So I have negotiated in the past multiple discounts for multiple quantity items at a Goodwill. This guy was not having it. I was so pissed because like I shop at Goodwill, not a lot, but when I do, I spend several $100s. I'm a reseller. And so my sister goes all the time. Like, it's not like we've never been there before. And because I have had this experience in the past where I've gone to the manager and said, hey, I will buy all of these from you right now. Can you give me something off? And every time they have done it. And this guy was not going to do it. And I was very upset. So anyway, it could have worked out, but it didn't. But I still bought them all anyway because it was still a good price. So I sold this thing for like $12. It cost me 74 cents. Now, this is the first one that's sold. I don't even think I've sold any other ones online. However, I've sold them in different other ways locally. My son, he had a little booth at the festival at school, and he was selling his Pokemon stuff. I gave him some of these to sell. He was selling them for $2. He gave me $1, so I made 20 cents, but that was for him. My sister is gonna go to a local market for like an antique craft fair. She's gonna put these out. We're gonna do the same thing because they're not as good of a seller as I hoped they would be because I have to put them up for so high. However, I think I'm gonna lower the price to keep them moving. It's a great stocking stuffer. I have local options to sell them, so I'm never gonna lose money on them because the price was so cheap. But I have this giant bulk of them, and it's great because now I have so many different options to sell them. So I tell you all of this, one, because you should always be on the lookout for multiple quantity, brand new items at Goodwill where you can buy them all out and get a great multiple quantity listing, which is kind of like boutique. Then, if you can get that, try to get a deal from your manager and hopefully you have better luck than I did this time, but like I have done in the past. So that's like my big giant tip for you guys today because of this little Unicorn Dreams that sold. Yes, and if you are in the market for a little vegan bath and body whatever thing, go ahead and make me a deal, make a bundle, and I will give you a very good price. But yeah, I mean, I think that you just have to be willing to ask, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes you can get multiple quantity stuff at the Goodwill. And I actually have a video about how to do multiple quantity without doing boutique on my channel. If you're interested in more of those kinds of stories, I share all of the stories that I've had in a while of how to get these multiple quantities. So that might be of interest to you. That's all the sales for this week. Like I said, it wasn't a big sales week, but it was some really good things that sold, and I was really still happy with it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.